Everybody, welcome to another episode of Two Hands in the Radio. Oh, I'm starting to get my voice back, barely. I apologize if it still squeaks or sounds hoarse. Been really sick last week. It's not been a lot of fun, so I may pardon me if I cough or sniff or do something. Just trying to survive. Today we're going to look at the Tecsun R9702. Comes to us from eBay for $22. Just a hair over our $20 budget. And I've not seen too much information about this radio. That's what really kind of caught my eye and thought, well, let's give it a spin and see what we got. It looks very cool though. Of course, it's in all Chinese. Everything on it's in Chinese. Nothing, that's okay. It's no deal breaker by any means. Does come with a long wire that we could hook up for shortwave and FM. Our Tecsun earbuds are here. Throw those over there. And inside here we have an instruction manual. Please be in English. Okay, it's an instruction page, which we'll get. Yeah, okay, we'll get there. We may need that, that's for sure. We'll set that close by, because if it's in all Chinese on the body of it, we're going to need that to refer to that. We've got a great Tecsun pouch here. Love those little pouches they send. And then here's the radio. Oh, who was? Quality Control 201300913. Whoever he or she is. He or she put the final stamp on it. And here it is. So, and it is in all Chinese. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Alrighty, we're not afraid. Isn't this cool looking? You don't see, you don't see this hardly ever. And I think it's primarily for the Chinese market, maybe. And anyway, the front of it, it's just our standard Tecsun size, which is just slightly smaller than a 3x5 card. I don't know if you can see all that or not. Well, I've got it written down here. It comes in at 4.6 inches, 3 inches, and 1.18. Weighs a whopping 6.3 ounces, so it's lightweight, fit in your pocket. And here we go. Our buttons. I'm going to have to look at our buttons here. What buttons are we going to be concerned with here? Hope all the lights look. Hey, I need to turn the lights on. Wow, confusion sets in, huh? Let's see, our hour and minutes are right here. Won't really care about that too much. Band select is here. That's important. Power on and off, right here. Alarm set light, so it's got a light right here. Light right here, alarm set here, light here, time sets here. So those three. Then we've got the 4 across that they don't even tell us what they are. They don't tell you what those 4 are yet. Okay. Well, no, isn't that precious? I don't ever want to, well, my golly, we'll just figure it out ourselves if that's going to be the case. So all of this takes us through everything, but they don't tell us what these buttons right here are for. Okay. Welcome to obscurity. Okay, it's got a nice long antenna. Let's just, for giggles, does it have a stand on it? I think it does. I just can't. Yeah, it's got a kickstand there that'll hold the radio up. The antenna goes straight up, which is nice. We've got our rechargeable batteries here we'll throw in here in a second. It's got about a 19-inch antenna, which that's nice. On the right-hand side, we've got the tuning wheel, really stiff. My gosh, that's a tough one. And then we've got our little battery door here that doesn't even look like it's cut out. Oh my goodness. This is exciting. Okay. And after some struggle, we got the batteries put in. I had to pry the door open. Got that in. The kickstand's there. That's okay. The left-hand side, we've got the ever-present wrist strap that always gets in the way. Volume knob, up or down. What always is interesting on these is your tuning. I don't think that says tuning. But the volume, maybe it does say tuning. Yeah, it does. Your tuning and volume wheels are in English, and the rest of it can be in all Chinese. And there may be, like dual conversion or something in English. But the controls you almost need the most, tuning and volume, if I could only read Chinese, I'd be lost. And I always find that kind of humorous in a way. Anyway, headphone, DC adapter, which isn't included, and it's just got an overall good look to it. And the clock there, let's dive in and just see what we got. We're on FM, so let's raise the antenna. My gosh, so the power light lights up. That's kind of neat.
Media's reporting on the number of injured are varying slightly, so I don't really like to give any numbers on that until it's for certain. The only thing that we have confirmed from Broward Sheriff's Office is that they were working on a developing incident. I'm reading a statement directly regarding report of an active shooter in Parkland. What they know so far, deputies are responding to reports of a shooting at Stoneman Douglas High. There are reports of victims.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't mean to dwell on that. Sounds bad. The tuning knob wheel is not as horrible as it starts out to be. Okay, and then we can hit the band button, supposedly. Maybe not. Let's look and see what's labeled here. Again, band select is there. Okay. Maybe that's the FM button. Okay, here's shortwave, another shortwave, and medium wave, and FM. Oh, okay. So here's all your band select buttons. FM, shortwave 1, shortwave 2, you would say, and then medium wave. Oh, okay. Now I feel less stupid.
Fine, but if you've got free insurance, you're not getting ripped off at this.
Let's just thumb through. The wheel is annoying, that's for sure.
It might be a child who has, all these epileptic seizures.
There's Cincinnati. So it's not horrible, but oh my goodness, you have to push so hard to get the wheel to turn. Ew. That's going to just really chew your finger up in time, I think.
And Rule 6 is Greensburg High School.
Okay, well, let's just now, let's go to shortwave quickly. we may not get much of anything on this. Oh, yikes. I'll wind down through it again. They're probably not there. Let's go see if we can find 15140. Radio Havana, Cuba. So that's that. There again, like I said, I don't know that we're going to find much out here. We're getting up high enough now, not really. And then there's medium wave. So that's the end of that. What I'm curious on now, which I haven't looked at it very much, the frequency goes from 5.95 to 17.9. So it's very limited frequency. It's got shortwave 1, shortwave 2. And not the sharpest knife in the block, that's for sure. Huh. You know, well, I don't know. Out of all the Tecsun radios, I'm trying to think this might end up being the lowest rated one yet. I don't like that wheel. That wheel is so tight, and that would just cut into your finger, I think. That's not nice. FM's okay, AM was okay, nothing exceptional. Shortwave was not. Of course, it's in the afternoon, so you're not going to get a whole lot. You can't judge it all on just one sitting, even though I try. You know, it's adequate. That's about it. That battery door, you got to have a knife or something handy to pry that door open. I mean, even now, after I've opened it up, it doesn't want to open very easy. But there's that. Get my batteries out of there quickly. Out of all the Tecsun radios, and you know, we just looked at one the other day, the 9710. I think that's what it was. Gosh, I hope I haven't forgot that. Exceptional little radio, absolutely exceptional. And then you run into this, and it's like, yeah, it's okay. I'm going to give this a 5 out of 10. It's not the worst thing we ever looked at. It's just it's just not the best thing we ever looked at either. And that tuning wheel is bad enough just to scare me away from the whole thing. I mean, you can't tell here just by me struggling with it, but you can see what it does to my finger. How it, that piece I don't like. So we'll go a 5 out of 10 and just let her sit at that and say that's close enough. So, a little disappointment, not too bad. I like Tecsun. It feels good in your hand. It certainly looks good. Really, really sharp looking, I think. And I like the black and the silver, and it's just, that's neat. But it's got a couple of things that are kind of not so neat with it. So, with that, this has been a little shorter than I thought it was going to be. But if you've enjoyed the video at all, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't enjoyed it, I don't blame you. Give it a thumbs up anyway. And if you enjoy the channel, hit the subscribe button. Share it with your friends or whatever social thing you share it on or whatever. Feel free to do that. If you feel so inclined to donate to the channel, there's a link down the description section where you can donate through PayPal. You can also buy gifts on the Amazon wish list of different things. Just it all goes to help support the channel and to bring more content out there. And anything and everything is very much appreciated. So, with that, Tecsun R9702. I'm not disappointed with it. I guess and that's why I ramble at the end of these videos. I always kind of go off on a exit ramp and just ramble along. I'm trying to think of, is there anything else that I would add to it? Is there any kind of value I can add to the video itself? And it's not a disappointing little radio. I'm a little disappointed because of some of the other models that I have. If this was the only Tecsun radio I had, it's okay. But it's disappointing compared to the others, the 9710, the 911, 912. My land, the list goes on and on and on. And with that, this is, it's, I don't know, not disappointing, but it's just not. It's not what I've grown accustomed to seeing, is what I'm trying to say. Would I recommend people go out and buy this? I actually wouldn't. There are a lot better choices in the Tecsun line. Go get you an R909, R9012, R911, the R9710. How much more do you want to go? And I would probably bypass this one unless you just want something for the neat factor of it. That hurt my finger, and that's when things fall apart, when you start to hurt my fingers. So, by the sound of my voice, it sounds like I better go drink some more tea and honey or something, and I better stop talking for right now. I do hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope I can inspire you to pick up a radio, whether it's AM or FM or shortwave, whatever it is. I hope I can inspire people to get into the hobby. It's a fun hobby, that's for sure. And I hope you have a great night, and we will see you at the next review.